Do you want to make your brand new iPhone really useful? Well, here's some tips and tricks, so if you are excited, drop a like down below, subscribe to the channel, let's get started. First, I want you to declutter and organize your home screen. Yes, it's really important for you to have a very organized and clean home screen. Again, minimalism might sound very boring, but it's one of the most important parts of making your iPhone experience that much better. So imagine your home screen from your iPhone just like your home. You don't want it to be organized, you don't want it everything all over the place. No, if you know where everything is, if you know how to organize your apps and your widgets, then everything will be that much easier and faster to use. So I want you to go to your home screen and take a big look at it and think, is it organized enough? Because if it isn't, I want you to organize it. I want to remove everything that is not needed, put it on the app library, that's why it exists, and create folders by categories. So finance apps, one folder, and entertainment apps, another folder, camera apps, another folder. Do you see what I mean? Well, if you want to see my home screen, then let me just show you. It's really easy. Again, I follow by all of these tips and tricks. I'm not saying one thing and then doing another. No, let's jump into my home screen. And as you can see, already in the first screen, I have most used apps and several widgets. And this is the most important part, because with my widgets, I want to have a glance of the screen. I want to have the information at a heartbeat. No scrolling, no touching, no wasting time, nothing. So on the top, we have the weather widget, one of the most important informations in the beginning of the day. Whenever I wake up, I unlock my iPhone and I see the weather provisions. Also, the second most important one, the market, the stock market. Again, I trade in the stock market, so for me it's very important to have the prices of Bitcoin and other assets right there every single day for me whenever I wake up. And then of course, the third most important, which should be the first, is your heart. So I have all of my informations for the heart right there. My heart rate, my BPMs, and of course, if I want to also see my sleep tracking information from the Apple Watch, I can also take a look on that widget stack. Of course, the rest of the apps are pretty simple. We have the Photos app, the Messages app, the Notes app, and then we go into the folders that I was talking about. So entertainment folder, social media folder, entertainment, we have the Zone, Netflix, Max, Disney Plus, whatever. All of the apps are right here. I also have a little folder for social media, X, YouTube Studio, YouTube. Then I have my calendar app, my camera app, and my finance folder. So with all of my finance apps. Again, just like I was telling you, organize your home screen. I only have two home screen pages on my iPhone. The first one, which has the most important apps and widgets, and the second one, which has my car widget, and it also has all of the other apps that I use every single day, but are not important. Other than these two pages, I don't have anything else. So whichever app you are thinking that I own in my phone, or that you own, but you don't consider important, or at least you don't open it almost every single hour, or almost every single day, put it on the app library. It will be much easier. As you can see, the app library has several apps that you can scroll through that I don't use and I don't have in my home screen. So it's really important for you to have a very organized home screen so you know everything where it is, you don't waste time searching for it, and everything feels more organized and less cluttered. So you are less tempted to use it. Again, only the most important apps, the apps that you use almost every single hour. On your main home page, you create the most important widgets for you. You put them right there at the first line of sight for you to get the most important information right away without scrolling through your phone. And then on the second page, you have all the apps that you use almost every single day, but you don't think are most important as the first page apps. And with time, you will learn fast and learn which apps are the most useful ones and the ones that you can put on the app library. If you own any of the newest iPhone 15 Pro, 15 Pro Max, 16 Pro, or the iPhone 16 Pro Max, there's a very cool button situated right there, which is called the Action button. You also have it on the iPhone 16s now. This is a very, very cool button because it enables you to turn on any type of action on the iPhone via a click of this button. And it's really, really useful. Again, by default, it's turning on silent mode, but you can put anything that you want. My recommendation would be to create a very specific shortcut, a shortcut that you deem very important, and then put it right there on a tap of one finger. For me, I have ChatGPT, so whenever I click this, a ChatGPT prompt opens up, but you can do anything else. You have freedom to create any type of shortcut, any type of automation that you want. If you don't understand what I'm saying, essentially it's like creating a sequence of actions that I simply started by clicking the action button. So, for example, you go into the Shortcuts app and you want to have a shortcut to turn on the lights whenever you enter home. And you want to be turned it on by clicking the action button. So whenever you enter home and you click the action button, all of your HomeKit lights will turn on. Or another cool example is unlocking your car. Imagine that you have any type of car that allows you to create a shortcut via this Shortcuts app on Apple's Shortcuts app. Then you simply click here, you create that shortcut, you go into the Shortcuts app, you create that shortcut, then you come here, you click the action button once, and it will unlock your car. So there are infinite possibilities for you to turn this action button into the most useful part of your iPhone. So again, go try it out. For me, I have the ChatGPT prompt. Go try it out. I think you will find it very, very useful, and one very useful tip from this video. If you own any of the most recent iPhone 16s, then I want you to learn how to use the camera control more effectively. So if you don't know what the camera control is and you've bought this iPhone really recently, well, let me explain. The camera control is this button right there, situated on the right side of your iPhone, that enables you to control the camera, just like the name says. In the future, it will also enable more AI features, but right now it's focused on the camera app. So if you click it once on the camera control, you will see that you will instantly open up your camera app. Quite cool, right? You want to open up the camera app, you don't know where it is, just click this button on the right side of your iPhone. Then, another cool feature that you probably don't know. If you lightly press it once, it will open up your menu, and you can change this setting whenever you want. You just press it once and then slide it. For me, it's the zoom, so if I slide it up, slide it down, it will zoom in and zoom out. But if you lightly press it twice, it will open up the settings. And here, you can change the setting that you want to change with the camera control. So for example, from zoom, depth, exposure, whatever, cameras, you can lightly press it again and change the setting that you want. So effectively, you are controlling the camera without touching up the screen. Why is this useful? Well, let's imagine that you have gloves on and the gloves don't work on the screen. Well, you can use the camera control. Then, another example, you have your hands dirty or you have water in your hands. You don't want to touch the screen because it won't work. Then, you use the camera control. You can also long press it once to start recording, just like your favorite social media. The camera control might seem weird because everything that you can do on the camera control, you can do on the screen, but once you figure it out, its quirks and features, you will end up loving it. It's a gimmick, yes, but if you learn how to use it effectively, it will become a very, very powerful feature. In a future software update, the camera button will enable you to focus just like a camera shutter on a camera. The actual camera enables it. So if you continuously press it, just lightly press it once continuously, it will enable to rack focus and to focus lock some subjects. This might be a very powerful feature for some photographers in the future. Oh, and here's one that most people are not expecting, but it's a very, very useful and powerful feature. That's taking advantage of all Apple native apps on the ecosystem. Yes, if you own an Apple ecosystem and you are not taking advantage of all the Apple native apps, reminders, calendars, notes, freeform, and even dictations, you are doing a big, big mistake. Because you are probably paying for equivalent apps on App Store that you don't need. And all of these Apple native apps, although they might not be your favorite UI, they work really, really well throughout the ecosystem, throughout iCloud. So take advantage of all of these apps, especially calendar, notes, and reminders. These three are very, very powerful to boost your productivity and to make your iPhone even more useful. For example, you are in class, you want to take some notes, and you have your iPad, nor even a notebook. Take it on your Notes app, and it will spread out throughout all of the devices. So when you are studying, you can use your Mac to access your notes and read them on a big, big screen. So Notes app, it's beautiful. It has tons of integration now. You can write it with the Apple Pencil on your iPad to make calculations, and it will actually make it instantaneously through your handwriting. Very, very powerful. You can create functions, you can write equations. So currently, the Notes app is getting very, very powerful on the Apple ecosystem. The Reminders app is also fully fledged and very, very powerful. You can create reminders, create it via time, day, and there are so many features that is difficult to explain. Via priority, set up reminders for those reminders with, half an hour before that reminder. And this app will sync throughout all of your devices, your Mac, your iPad, your iPhone, your Apple Watch, your Apple TV, whatever. You will get a notification reminding you of your business. So Reminders, notes, very, very powerful. And finally, the Calendars app. It's a very simple but very effective calendar app that syncs throughout all of your devices with no bugs, no issues, no problems. And the best part of all of these apps, they are free. So try out these Apple native apps and take advantage of them, because if you have an iCloud and if you have an Apple ecosystem, they will be very, very powerful. Entering now the more nerdy stuff. If you love taking videos on your iPhone, which you might because it's an amazing, amazing camera, then I want you to download Blackmagic Camera app. This is an app that will boost your video quality by 1000%. It will enable you to record log footage, just like the main camera app, but it will do so in a way that will save you tons and tons of gigabytes of storage. Because unlike the camera app on the iPhone, the Blackmagic Camera app enables you to record log footage on the H.265 codec. So it will save you hundreds of gigs. Instead of recording ProRes, just like the camera app, the main camera app, it will record it on H.265, which will make the size of the projects and the videos much, much smaller. And it also gives you way more control. Gives you manual white balance locking, manual ISO, manual exposure. So anything that you cannot do on the main camera app, you can do on the Blackmagic Camera app. The UI is super professional. It's more complicated, less intuitive to use, but again, it's more of a professional app. If you want to boost your video quality, definitely download this app. It's for free, and if you pay for the DaVinci's cloud service, you can sync your media storage device via the cloud to your PC and Mac. So if you pay any type of subscription for the Blackmagic suite, then this Blackmagic Camera app is very, very powerful. Alright, every tip that I gave you now has been free or very easy to use. And I want to enter now onto the paid stuff and the things that are more difficult to do, but they give you the most amount of rewards. And in this case, the first one is to buy an external SSD. Just like I was talking about, recording high quality videos on your iPhone takes a lot of storage. Even if you are using Blackmagic's camera app, these videos can be up to 10 gigabytes each. So buying an external SSD is a way to boost your iPhone storage without spending that much money whenever you are buying a new iPhone. So instead of buying the 1 terabyte version, don't do it, save the money, buy the 256 for example, one of the base models, and then buy an external SSD for $200. They will give you the extra 1 terabyte, or even for $300 you can get 2 terabytes or even more. And connect it via USB-C on your iPhone, which is now has it, and you will have super fast storage with tons and tons of options on the market that are way cheaper than Apple's internal storage. So do that, you will save tons of money and you will have even more storage than you would have if you had 1 terabyte. This is also very cool if you want to directly record to your SSD, connect it to your computer and start editing very, very fast without needing to transfer footage from your iPhone to your computer. So buy an external SSD, it's a big recommendation and a very cool pro tip that I can give you that will boost your productivity and your workflow on your iPhone. Continuing this accessory journey, the best tip that I can give you is buy an Apple Watch. Yes, the Apple Watch is the best accessory you can buy for your iPhone. Especially if you don't have anything else, buying an Apple Watch will change your life. The Apple Watch can sleep track, can give you any type of workout metric that you want, will give you every notification, will control your camera via the Apple Watch. It will make calls, it will send messages, it will send emails. You can also control every single aspect of your iPhone via the Apple Watch. You can find your iPhone via the Apple Watch. You can ping your iPhone with the Apple Watch if you ever lose it. The Apple Watch can be a substitute for the iPhone in some instances. So I do believe that the Apple Watch is the best accessory for the iPhone. And if you buy one, you will boost your experience by 1,000,000% by having an iPhone. They complement each other really, really well, and I think it's definitely worth it. But you have several options when buying an Apple Watch. Do you buy the Apple Watch SE? Do you buy the Apple Watch 10? Do you buy the Apple Watch Ultra? Well, right now, I do believe that buying an Apple Watch 10 might be the best option in the market. The Apple Watch Ultra is too expensive. The Apple Watch SE doesn't have that much features. Right now, the price point of the Apple Watch 10, I think it's the best one. Gets you the most amount of features, gives you a very, very cool and very beautiful design that fits in most people's wrists. So go buy an Apple Watch and then tell me your experience later. If you are very focused on using the camera on your iPhone, then I think you should get these 3 accessories: a tripod, a gimbal, and an external mic. I think these 3 are essentials to have for your iPhone to make the experience of taking video and photo here even better. Buying a tripod for your iPhone will be easier for you to set up your photos, your videos, and to make them even better quality. Buying a gimbal will create even more stable and more enjoyable videos to watch. Although the stabilization of the iPhone is really good, getting a gimbal just turns it up a notch. My recommendation would be the DJI Mobile 6, Osmo Mobile 6. It's a great gimbal right now on a discount on Black Friday, only $100, and will boost your iPhone with incredible features. You have Active Track 4.0, I think. It will track you around with a gimbal. You have amazing cool features like the swirl feature. It's very stable on the X and Y axis. The Z axis is different because the gimbal is very light, so you will feel a bit of tremble if you are moving around really fast. Other than that, it's a great gimbal suited for the iPhone that is not that expensive. And if you want to take it to the extreme, you can also buy lenses for your iPhone. I know it sounds crazy, but I've done it. A cool brand called Sandmark has sent me 2 lenses to try out. A 40mm telephoto, I think, and 100 and something millimeter macro lens, which both of them seem kind of weird, but they work really well. So once you put them on your iPhone, the quality will diminish by 10%, but you will gain optical quality in terms of zoom. So imagine if you have a 5x telephoto on your iPhone and you put that lens on top of it, now you have a 10x optical telephoto without losing that much quality, almost none. And if you want to take beautiful macro photography, simply you put that macro lens on your iPhone and it works beautifully well. So these lenses give you a different perspective, giving you even more reach, different ways to shoot photos without compromising your iPhone's camera quality. So if mirrorless cameras can have lenses, why can't iPhones have them too? And my final tip will shock most people, but use your iPhone less. Try to make every time that you use it more significant. Try to make it matter. So if you don't need to use it, don't pick it up. Just read a book, go outside, take a run, go to the gym. Anything different than using your iPhone and doom scrolling on social media. So if you want to make your life and your iPhone more productive, use it less, guys. Trust me, I'm not wrong on this one. And so let me know in the comments below if you find these tips useful. Thank you guys for watching. Drop a like down below and subscribe to the channel. Bye bye.